Hey, what's up everyone, and welcome to another video. As I'm sure you can already tell, and by the sound of my voice, I have finally hit Hex Master. And dude, I have to say it was so worth it. Acid is really good, which I also am very proud to say that, as you can see at the very bottom, I have gone ahead and unlocked every single one of the abilities, except for unfortunately one, that being the boss drop, which is Poison Pulse. I've heard a couple of people tell me that it's insanely good because you drop down basically like this giant egg and it pulses every couple of seconds, doing damage to pretty much everything that's around it. I personally haven't seen it myself yet, but that was how somebody kind of explained it to me. But really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what each and every single one of the spells look like, and I'm also going to share with you guys what you need to do for each and every single one of the 7 quests when you do end up unlocking Acid. I also do want to go ahead and address the elephant in the room, that obviously being the fact that Marm decided to go ahead and drop all of the swings and push-ups for every single one of the ranks. I'm honestly like, I'm so hurt. But now, all jokes aside, that's really good, man. I'm glad that a lot of people are not going to have to farm 24/7. That way, more of you casual players can go ahead and really enjoy the Acid ability before even the next one comes out. But yeah, let me come in here really quick to the creator workshop and throw in the other 2 abilities that I'm missing so that I can show you guys basically all of them. So the first one we're going to be taking a look at is one of the ones that I'm really not a big fan of because I don't really like to PvP unless I have to do a quest. So this is probably one of the least exciting ones for me, being Acid Path. It's pretty simple, just like how you guys saw in the preview before the actual magic ability came out. You go ahead, drop down a path. If anybody walks into it, they slip and fall, and then that basically gives you the upper hand because they can no longer run away or attack you. The next one is going to be Acid Rounds. This is a pretty good one for the boss, especially if you kind of mix it in with the lightning supply as well as Brawler's Call of the Beast. I feel like once you combine these 2 with any of the Acid abilities, it becomes super good. But again, nothing too crazy. You basically go ahead and shoot out 5 individual one of the attacks with the Acid ability, and this does burn damage over time. So if you notice, it's still taking damage even though I've already inflicted all 5 of the attacks. Next one on the list is called Acid Walls. This one is really funny because usually what I was doing when I was getting the kills for the quest is I would basically stand right out here in the front, and people would more or less kind of mess around with me because I knew that I could one-shot them. So I would stand right here, and as soon as they walked out, I would put up Acid Walls, which completely sticks them inside of a square, and if they touch any of these walls, they automatically take damage. Obviously, you can go ahead and walk out of it, but nobody else can. Definitely a really good one for PvP. Now, the next one is called Acid Pods, and this is probably one of my favorite ones. The reason why it is because of that lightning supply and Call of the Beast. Mixing it up with this one during the boss does a lot of damage. Yo, look at the Void Demon. He's just, oh my, okay. Well, he's gone. But yeah, in my opinion, this one is insanely crazy. If you go ahead and activate this, basically you do an entire line of pods, and the pods emit like this acid, or I guess you could say burn. Anybody or anything that comes within the path of that will take damage. On top of that, look at the cooldown, dude. Look at this. 13 seconds, and it lasts roughly around, I want to say like 5-6 seconds. All I know, man, is that it does some crazy damage to the bosses, and I'm super grateful for just that one ability. Now, next one is called Acid Blast. This is another one of the ones that I use when I do boss fights now, and it's really simple. It basically does a cone in front of you that does burn damage. If you notice right there, anything that is within that cone will take burn damage, and just like the other one, it will leave that trace behind that still does damage over time. And now for the final one, being Bounce Pod. This is one of those movement ones like the lightning had, where I told you I wasn't really a big fan of it. Still really not a big fan of these, but I mean, I understand why some people would want to use these. But anyways, it's extremely simple. Go ahead and drop the pad right here, then you can go ahead, walk up to it, and wherever, okay, and I hit the wall. Maybe I shouldn't have done it against the wall. So like I was saying, wherever you look, it will go ahead and shoot you in that direction. I've kind of noticed that if you're angling your camera in a specific way, it'll shoot you to that direction. So if I put it like that, it'll shoot me up into the air. Something you definitely want to keep in mind. But moral of this entire video, man, I finally did it. I feel so accomplished, and honestly, I know it sounds a little ridiculous, but I've never been this happy to be able to get something. Just to give you guys a quick look at my stats, I am sitting at 941 trillion right now with my acid. Hopefully at some point within the next couple of days, I'll be able to enter into the leaderboards here. Not really something that I'm going for anymore, because honestly, I can't leave my computer farming 24/7. It makes my room just way too hot. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much. I know that a lot of you have been keeping track of my entire progress, and I really do appreciate it. We have another update coming out very soon. I know that Marm kind of teased out the brand new thumbnail, which shows like these wings that unfortunately won't make you fly, but they are going to have some bonus bonuses and some abilities. So I'm super looking forward to that. We're more than likely going to get that some point this weekend. If not, I would say maybe during the week or next weekend, 100% for sure. Obviously, once that drops, if I don't have to farm for 6 days, then I will definitely bring you guys a video. But yeah, man, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like on it if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel so you do not miss any of my content. Before I end off the video, I am going to do a quick little slideshow of every single one of the quests, that obviously being all 7 of them. So you can go ahead and pause the video. It shows the number on the top left hand side. I was actually really surprised that a lot of these weren't extremely difficult. I thought I was going to have to spend like 2-3 days farming for these, like how I did for the actual rank itself. But just about every single one of them are extremely reasonable. The only thing that'll maybe slow you down a little bit is getting the player kills, because at one point you have to get 5 player kills, and then another point at the very end, actually you need to get like 15 kills, which we all know everybody likes to hide inside of safe zones. So it's really hard to even be able to find a server with people that are just AFK in training zones or AFK outside of the safe zone. But regardless, I do wish you guys much luck. Again, keep in mind the next update is going to make these ranking up a lot easier. But that's going to go ahead and do it for today's video. Like always, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.